It's Halloween, but nothing spooky here.
So we are talking about the Eurasian Harvest Mice. I love them. They are one of my tops.
And how many we got in here? I mean, they're running all around.
Right. So we have around 50 to 75 in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
These little guys are always on the move.
You know, a lot of animals are nocturnal or diurnal, but these guys are active all the time. They kind of have like a 3-hour rhythm. So about every half hour, they'll go and feed and forage for food, and then they'll rest for the rest of the time, but then the 3 hours will start over again.
Their bodies are only about 2 to 3 inches long.
And they only weigh about 4 to 11 grams, but a nickel is about 5 grams. So they weigh about the size of a nickel.
Their tails about the same length as their bodies.
Which is a prehensile tail, which means that they can climb up in those grasses and they can use that tail to grab onto things. And they have really long, broad feet. Their back feet are, and so as they're climbing up in the grasses, they'll use those broad feet and the prehensile tail to grab onto things to leave their front feet open so that they can forage for food. They enjoy the fruits and vegetables, the seeds, so they are considered omnivores because they'll also go after those insects.
Taking care of pests in your crops is just one of the positives of having these guys around.
So they're considered pollinators. So they'll collect pollen on their fur from one flower and take it to another.
These mice capable of having multiple litters a year.
The females, when they're getting ready to have young, they'll make a nest that's a ball basically, and it's kind of the shape of a tennis ball. And they'll close it all in, and they'll have the pups, and they'll be in there for about a week. At about 17 to 19 days, they become independent and will leave the nest.
Independent, but still very social. You can catch them in action inside the Wild Kingdom Pavilion.